21% of dishwashers sold in the last 3 years have already broken, from 33,000 documented service calls. Repair technicians know which brands are failing, and they have built a blacklist they share with their own families. When a barely used Samsung racked up a $1,300 repair quote, it confirmed what every tech already knew. The question isn't if your dishwasher will fail, it's whether it was engineered to. Out of every 100 dishwashers sold since 2023, more than 20 have already broken down or stopped working as they should. That's not a projection. It's the number reported by thousands of real owners in the latest Consumer Reports survey. Just a decade ago, that figure was less than half. In the early 2000s, most dishwashers would run for 12 to 15 years before needing a major repair. Today, the average new machine limps to just 4 or 6 years before something critical fails. The difference isn't just bad luck. It's a direct result of manufacturers swapping out proven mechanical parts for delicate electronics and plastic filters that clog or crack. The numbers are impossible to ignore. 9% of owners say their dishwasher simply doesn't clean anymore. 7% are left with dripping wet dishes that never dry. Another 7% report standing water that won't drain, often traced to a blocked or broken filter. These aren't just minor annoyances, they're the leading reasons for expensive service calls or outright replacement. Yale Appliance's service logs, covering 33,190 real repair visits, confirm the pattern. Failures spike in the first 3 years, especially for models built after 2015. Compare that to the sturdy, pre-2010 machines still running in basements and rental units across the country. What changed? The answer isn't just about features or price. It's about a shift in design philosophy that quietly cut the lifespan of the modern dishwasher in half. For the 1 in 5 owners already facing a breakdown, the risk isn't theoretical. It's built in. Repair technicians don't just talk about these numbers, they live them. For years, the advice has been the same. If you want a machine that won't leave you with a flooded kitchen or a $1,000 repair bill, avoid the new digital models. The annual cost of owning a dishwasher has jumped from around $60 to as much as $170. That's not inflation. That's the price of fragile electronics and plastic filters that can't handle real-world use. On Consumer Affairs, homeowners describe the same headaches: pools of stagnant water, cycles that never finish, and service quotes that nearly match the cost of a brand new machine. Reddit threads flood with photos of standing water and error codes, many from owners whose machines are barely 2 years old. One user, after just 30 cycles in a vacation home, faced a 4-figure repair estimate for a machine that never once ran a full dry cycle. Technicians see the same patterns day after day. They'll tell you off the clock that their own kitchens still run on pre-2010 models, stainless steel tubs, simple mechanical timers, and grinders that chew through anything. The rule is clear. If a dishwasher has a plastic filter and a control board packed with sensors, it's a gamble. The odds are stacked against the owner. The industry's push for quiet, smart features has come at a steep price. Parts are harder to find, repairs take longer, and the cost lands squarely on the family that just wanted clean dishes. The safest bet, according to the people who fix these machines for a living, is to buy what they buy for their own homes, and that list is shrinking every year. Samsung's name comes up first every time repair professionals are asked which dishwashers to avoid. The reason is simple. The main control board, the so-called brain of the machine, is both fragile and expensive. In the popular Bespoke series, this single part, labeled DD920059G, can cost $350 just to buy, before labor. When the board fails, the entire machine grinds to a halt, sometimes flashing cryptic error codes, sometimes going completely dead. One owner of a Samsung Bespoke, installed in a vacation home, used the dishwasher for barely 30 cycles before it stopped draining and refused to finish a cycle. The local repair shop handed them a bill for $1,380 to swap out the control board and related modules, more than the price of a brand new replacement. 11 out of 15 independent technicians surveyed in 2025 named Samsung as their top money pit, citing not just the cost, but the hassle of sourcing parts and the need for authorized service just to reprogram the board. Even big service networks like Yale Appliance now refuse Samsung repairs, leaving owners with nowhere to turn but the manufacturer. For anyone hoping that paying a premium buys peace of mind, the numbers tell a different story. With Samsung, the risk isn't just possible, it's practically guaranteed. LG's recent dishwashers have become a recurring headache for repair technicians, and the problem traces straight back to the heart of the machine: the heating element. Unlike the old-school metal coils that lasted a decade, LG's proprietary heater now comes bundled with a chain of delicate sensors. When one sensor fails, the entire module goes dark, taking the heat and drying functions with it. The average cost for a replacement heater? Around $240 for the part alone, and that's before labor. A single sensor in the chain, often no larger than a thumb drive, can run $55, but swapping just the sensor rarely solves the problem. Field techs report that once the error codes start, it's a domino effect. Temperature, moisture, and flow sensors all begin to misfire, leading to a cascade of cycle failures. According to service logs, nearly 1 out of every 3 calls for LG dishwashers now involves this exact heater sensor spiral. For owners, that means a repair bill that can rival the cost of a new machine, all triggered by a fragile part that was supposed to make the dishwasher smarter. The reality is a built-in trap, one that is quietly draining wallets across the country. GE's problems start before the first repair bill even arrives. When a door latch fails, a part that costs just $90 on paper, owners are often told to wait 10 to 14 days for a replacement. That's not a rare delay. Since Haier took over GE Appliances, supply chain hiccups have turned simple fixes into weeks of waiting. The dishwasher sits idle, and the family piles up dishes by the sink, all because a latch or spray arm can't be sourced quickly. Meanwhile, the cost of a control board replacement can run up to $350, with labor adding another $200. For a product that's supposed to save time, GE's post-warranty experience often means lost weeks and a repair tab that edges close to half the price of a new unit. Frigidaire's bleak story is just as bleak, but for a different reason. Their drying systems, once reliable, now rely on a plastic heating element that's notorious for early failure. When the drying element goes out, a common complaint in technician logs, the part alone can run $200. Add labor, and the total repair cost lands between $400 and $500. Owners report dishes coming out soaked, with no fix except a costly service call. The drying element isn't just a weak link, it's a built-in expense, designed to fail well before the rest of the machine. For GE and Frigidaire owners, these aren't rare horror stories. They're the new normal, and the bill always lands in the customer's lap. Bosch stands out as the brand most technicians trust with their own kitchens. In a 2025 survey of 15 independent repair professionals, 11 named Bosch as their top choice for reliability. These are the same people who see the aftermath of design shortcuts and failed electronics every day, and their vote is backed up by hard numbers. Yale Appliance's service data, drawn from 33,190 real repair calls, puts Bosch at the lowest first-year failure rate among all major brands. Technicians point to Bosch's stainless steel tubs, simple mechanical pumps, and high-temperature drying cycles as the reasons these machines keep running while others pile up in landfills. Owners rarely face the dreaded control board failures or drying element disasters that plague the Blacklist brands. For families who want a dishwasher that quietly does its job for a decade or more, Bosch isn't just a safe bet. It's the repairman's answer to every "what should I buy" question. Miele stands apart in a market crowded with disappointment. Out of 33,190 first-year service calls logged by Yale Appliance, only 5.6% involved a Miele dishwasher, about one call for every 18 units, the lowest rate among major brands. For families weighing the real cost of ownership, the numbers are just as clear. Miele's reliability translates to an average savings of $110 per year compared to the Blacklist brands, once you factor in repair bills and replacement cycles. Technicians point to a simple checklist: skip the Wi-Fi, skip the app control, and buy the model with the fewest electronic extras. The rule they share with their own families is blunt: choose a machine designed to last, not one built for features that fail. In a world where most dishwashers are engineered for obsolescence, Miele's old-school durability is more than a selling point. It's the only defense against a cycle of endless repairs. Right now, more than 33,000 U.S. households face a choice: gamble on dishwashers with a 21% breakdown rate, or demand better. When a control board swap costs as much as a new machine, shortcuts at the factory become your financial risk. The next breakdown could be yours. Stay vigilant.